Chris Pratt. Woo! It's me, Charlie Day. Woo! I don't think I'm even in this movie.
Hi, I'm Keegan Michael Key. Wah!
And I'm Jack Black.
Hello everybody, and welcome to my review on the Mario movie. Yes, this will be spoiler free, don't you worry. Until I say it's not. This movie altogether was a great movie. I feel like the movie was just really amazing, and for being a Super Mario movie, it definitely accomplished what it was setting out to do, which is being a movie about Super Mario. The themes, as in the music that they used, was amazing. The themes were great. I was very glad with those. The characters, some were a little less shown than others, but mainly they handled the characters very well. And overall, I would just say that the Mario movie definitely succeeded at being a great movie that you could probably pick up and watch whenever you want. So, yeah, I don't know really what else to say. There's gonna be a lot of references into other Mario things and other Nintendo franchises, and the Mario movie is packed full of crazy stuff. As for probably my only criticisms, watch for the pacing of the movie because it's gonna catch you by surprise. Anyways, that's basically the review, so thanks for watching. But if you want to know a spoiler-filled review, then stick around. Alright, so if you're still here, you're probably looking forward to the review of the movie, but with spoilers. And I would just like to say again, this movie was really great. It was better than a lot of other movies that I could ever think of. And yeah, maybe it's because it has Mario in it, but that's not really a bad thing. This Mario movie was handled greatly. I thought that the references that they implemented, such as references to Wrecking Crew, Punch-Out!, Mr. Game & Watch, all of that was great. I just thought that the Mario movie was great at what it was, and it was just phenomenal. The voice acting of Bowser, Mario, Luigi, and of course, the first few minutes having the Charles Martinet cameo, it was just a treat. And you know, the movie kind of just felt like a treat. It felt like a nice thing to enjoy. And you know what? I did enjoy it. It was a good movie. There was some definitely interesting storyline, and I feel like it was great for what it was. Alright, 3 things I would like to bring up though. Well, probably more, but hear me out. Alright, so there were 2 pretty big expectations that I was looking forward to for this movie, and sadly, they kind of didn't even happen. Yeah, I know, it's a little disappointing, at least for me, but you don't even know what I'm talking about. So, first off, one thing that was definitely a huge criticism of the movie was definitely pacing. The pacing was out of whack. It was insanely quick, which, yes, since the movie is, it's supposed to be for kids, it makes sense that it would be quick and an hour and 30 minutes long, but I feel like if it just had a little bit more time to work with, it probably could have fixed its pacing issue. Overall, the places that they went were very nice. The animation was great. I thought it was good. The humans, they looked like humans. And we'll get to characters a little bit later. Yeah, the pacing though, it was kind of hard. It was difficult to watch at times because, well, I mean, there was so much important things going on and such a short amount of time. You barely even had any time to breathe. And yeah. Other than that, there's also another thing. I feel like they did amazing at references. If I didn't already say this before, let me just say it again. This movie does amazing with references. This is the movie for video game references, and all of the references to the Mario franchise, it's in this movie. The music is probably the biggest reference that you can get, and I am in awe. I was in awe from beginning to end of the music that they had in this movie because it was fantastic. But it could have thrown in some other more noticeable references to Mario fans. Like, for example, I remember seeing a comment on somebody's video saying, "Oh, I really hope that a baby penguin is thrown off a cliff or something." And while that kind of sounds bad, it's just a reference to what Mario fans do. And now that I'm thinking back on it, maybe they probably didn't want to do that, which kind of makes sense, but still. The references could have been better, and also the end of the movie, it left us with a lot of questions. The end of the movie, yes, it made me want a Super Mario Bros. 2 movie, but in somewhat a bad way, because it didn't really close off the movie as good as it could have. Like, since this is a spoiler-filled talk now, the end of the movie, after the whole entire destruction of the Mushroom Kingdom, and, well, not really the Mushroom Kingdom, but of Brooklyn, I was so confused. Maybe after I watch it again, I'll be less confused, but Bowser and everything destroyed Brooklyn. Everything was destroyed. Do you think that yeah, there was a time to progress, but did they go back to the Mushroom Kingdom, and that's where Mario and Luigi live? Is the Mushroom Kingdom in Brooklyn, or, like, America or whatever? Like, what's going on, movie? And also, the end credit thing? Okay, let's just say this right now. Jack Black as Bowser was a great decision. Although, at some times, I felt like his voice acting could have been better, but he was also singing, so yeah, and the singing was amazing, so I'll give him a break. That end credit was good. I waited all the way into the end, and yes, I did kind of get spoiled for the end credit, but it was simply just a Yoshi egg, and I feel like they could have done the end credit a lot better. Because of the Yoshi egg being shown, you would think that, oh, Yoshi's in the Mario movie too, this is gonna be great, I'm so excited, yay! But it kind of just fell flat for me. There was a lot of references to Yoshi from the beginning of the movie, really. Okay, maybe not that, but there were plenty of references about Yoshi that got me hyped more than that moment did. Like, for example, the Yoshi's Island place that they went. Yep, I was like, wow, Yoshi, it's a thing. That's pretty cool. And then, at the wedding, which is a whole nother thing, at the wedding, you saw the mini Yoshi egg, and once you saw the Yoshi egg at the end credit, you're kind of just still confused because you're like, well, does this mean that they're actually in Brooklyn or what? Is the Yoshi gonna be in... I don't even know. But it was a pretty decent end credit. I just feel like one criticism before the movie even came out is that there was a lot of plot points and all of that shown just by the trailers alone, and the movie kind of suffered from this in the own movie by showing a lot of Yoshi, and then the end credit, I was kind of expecting Mario and Waluigi, but to see Yoshi, let's just say I was a bit underwhelmed. As for the characters were great. I felt like all the characters shown were really great. I felt like all characters were really fleshed out and had a fair amount of screen time, especially Mario, Peach, Donkey Kong, Bowser, and even Toad. I feel like, what was I gonna say? The Blue Shell storyline and all that lore or whatever, and all the Mario Kart references were perfect. It fit oddly perfect with the Kongs. And also, I should probably say this, there were also, non-Mario music in the movie, which was interesting, but oddly, somehow, it kind of fit, actually. Like, things like Brooklyn, I don't actually know what that song is, Take On Me, and, Holding Out for a Hero. It was actually pretty nice to see, and I was glad with, well, I was kind of surprised, but somehow it fit, and thankfully it did not stay or overstay its welcome. At least for the most part. I feel like Luigi massively suffered from this movie and from being captured, which kind of goes back into like how you don't ever see Peach in Mario games because, well, in Mario games where she's captured, but it was kind of hard because, well, I kind of went to the Mario movie quite literally dressed as my boy Luigi, and he wasn't even shown that much in the movie itself. It was kind of sad and disappointing. Foreman Spike is such a trope of a character, and you know what? He's actually kind of starting to grow on me. So, yeah, there's that. I feel like Dry Bones, yes, Odyssey Central. I know you already watched this movie probably, but Dry Bones, yes. Dry Bones were greatly dealt with this movie. I feel like it's kind of funny because the Dry Bones were actually shown a lot more than quite literally any of the other enemies. Like, if you probably look out the runtime, there's Kamek, Blue Shell Koopa, and then Dry Bones. Like, Dry Bones had a crazy amount of time given just to him. Odyssey, I think Nintendo's listening. Dry Bones for Smash. Anyways, yeah, Dry Bones was a great addition. And I think just lastly to finish all of this off is some things that surprised me, but in a great way. Some things that surprised me, Pauline, yes, she's in the movie. She's the mayor of Brooklyn. And also, if the movie's going the way that I feel like it is, at least for the sequel, there's a possibility that Donkey Kong might actually take over Brooklyn. Like, hear me out. The Kongs take over Brooklyn, and then it's New Donk City. Yeah, no, I don't know. But Pauline was a huge surprise, and also a welcome one. The power-ups were actually very well used in this movie. Like, two power-ups that I thought I'd never see in this movie were the mini mushroom and the ice flower. Like, wow, I was really surprised, but I was happy to see him. And I think it's kind of funny how the mini mushroom was also used as a device to trap Bowser in the end. And also really as just a presentation on how the mini mushroom is basically not even a power-up. The power-ups were also pretty well used, except we also never got Fire Mario. The only power-ups that Mario used were the super mushroom, the mini mushroom, the cat suit, the tanuki leaf, and the invincibility star, which actually is a lot, but still, come on, where's Fire Mario? Anyways, it was pretty good. The wedding was, I don't want to say that it was expected, but they also used basically a idea from Mario Odyssey. Now, yeah, it's definitely changed. He stole Luigi, and he is also going to, sacrifice everybody for her. I thought Bowser was pretty funny, being all for Peach and all that. But, why Odyssey? I mean, I get it. It's one of the best Mario games of all time. But why was the plot about that when we could have probably done something different? I mean, at least it wasn't Avengers Infinity War, so there is some originality with it. But I don't know. But the wedding was also amazingly used. First off, we got two characters that I thought I would never see in this movie. King Bob-omb and King Boo. Welcome surprise, like wow. And really, of course, the ice flower, which I did audibly say in the theater when Peach donned the ice flower suit, that she was actually Elsa now. So Disney's gonna have fun with that. No, just kidding. Probably don't care. But it's funny how close to Elsa. I don't know why I'm talking about Elsa. And of course, after all of that, I just feel like it was a great movie. It was truly something special, and it was a great video game adaptation movie for Mario, and I'm kind of just tired. I kind of feel underwhelmed by the end of the movie, but I think I'm taking it for granted. I think I'm looking at this movie like how I looked at the first Mario movie trailer, as something that could have been better, but you know what? I'm happy about what it is. But also, why didn't they end the movie with Charles Martinet saying thanks a lot for watching my movie? Come on. Can't have everything, I guess. Thanks for watching, and thanks for letting me share my opinion on the Mario movie. Wait a minute, nobody watched this?